Hello, my name is Khaan Coockson, and I'm going to present to you my digital electronics project. So this circuit takes in two inputs, one from the soil humidity sensor and from this photoresistor, which are processed in the basis tree board, which is programmed using VHDL, and the outputs are given to two LEDs. So if we have a look on the basis tree board, we can see that there is a digital clock here. So these two represent the hour and these two represent the minutes, but for the sake of the presentation I made 10 minutes 1 second, so the clock goes faster. So if we look down, we can see that there are a lot of switches used. These first 12 are 2-hour intervals, so the total of them all makes 24 hours, which is one day. And then there's this switch, which is 24-hour light, which when this is turned on, the light output is always on no matter what the state of these switches are. And then there's enable. Enable is basically the on-off switch for the interval switches. If the enable switch is off, no matter what you do with these switches, it doesn't affect the output. So the purpose of this circuit is to indicate that the plant here needs light when the clock is in the designated hour and there is no light, it gives a high input. And on the other hand, when the humidity sensor senses that the soil is dry, then the water LED is high. Okay, so then we can look at some cases. So I will enable the intervals and then I will enable this one. It will come to that in a few seconds. So it's now in this interval, and as you can see the light LED is off because there is light in the surrounding. So that's what we expected. So now I will enable this one, the next one, and then close the light. So yes, now it is in the designated interval and there is no light, so the light output indicates that there is need for light. So when it goes to the next state, which was off, as you can see here, and there was no light, so we didn't want any light, so the output was off. And we can have a quick look at this 24-hour light switch. So when we enable it, no matter what we do, let's play around with these, or enable, it's always on. So let's enable them again. Okay, this was the light part of the circuit. So if you look at the humidity, so now the humidity sensor is not in the soil, so it senses as it is dry. And if we put this inside the soil, and I watered the soil before this video, so it detects that it doesn't need water, so it is off. And when it is dry again, then it is high. So yes, this is basically the circuit.